According to Matthew, MT 1:18-25. This is how the birth of Jesus Christ came about. When his mother Mary was betrothed to Joseph, but before they lived together, she was found with child through the Holy Spirit. Joseph, her husband, since he was a righteous man, yet unwilling to expose her to shame, decided to divorce her quietly. Such was his intention when, behold, the angel of the Lord appeared to him in a dream and said, "Joseph, son of David, do not be afraid to take Mary your wife into your home, for it is through the Holy Spirit that this child has been conceived in her. She will bear a son, and you are to name him Jesus, because he will save his people from their sins." All this took place to fulfill what the Lord had said through the prophet, "Behold, the virgin shall be with child, and bear a son, and they shall name him Emmanuel," which means God is with us. When Joseph awoke, he did as the angel of the Lord had commanded him, and took his wife into his home. He had no relations with her until she bore a son, and he named him Jesus.
2. MT 1:18-25. The Annunciation to Saint Joseph, LK 2:17. I believe that in early love, if couples do not encounter misunderstandings or recognize each other's flaws, a divorce is often inevitable sooner or later. One should never over-idealize a partner only to face disappointment later. True love is the act of receiving and accepting others with all their weaknesses and frailties. It is a love of tolerance and forgiveness. In the beginning, Saint Joseph thought he could not overcome the crisis, the terror of hearing the thunderbolt news that Mary was pregnant by an unknown source. Even though both had vowed perpetual virginity to God, that vow felt even more terrifying when faced with such perceived infidelity. For humans, this was impossible to bear, but for God, He accepted it. Humans are often unfaithful to God by sinning, confessing, and then immediately relapsing, yet He forgives not just 7 times, but 70 times 7, forgiving endlessly, beyond any possible count. God knew Saint Joseph's strength well. He tested him until Saint Joseph was exhausted and sought a way to withdraw. It was then that God whispered to him that the most beautiful thing of all is the love that forgives. Here, Saint Joseph embodied a love that accepts God's will. Although his love was naturally lesser than God's, if God represents forgiveness, Saint Joseph represents acceptance. Saint Joseph carried the essence of God's love and followed its path. Thereafter, Saint Joseph never strayed from God's will because Saint Joseph always listened and ascended to the pinnacle of love. Saint Joseph never uttered a single word of complaint. Not a sigh, not a moan. Not once was Saint Joseph heard to complain, despite suffering or misunderstandings. He overcame every difficulty in silent trust. Anyone who does not strive for a single, perfect love will not succeed on the path to perfection. Every jot and tittle in God's plan is an image of love. Through gradual discovery, let us find our way and run to the end of the road. Conclusion: this reflection emphasizes that true love is not about idealization, but about embracing and forgiving each other's weaknesses. Saint Joseph underwent a crisis of faith when facing the mystery of the Incarnation, yet through this trial, He learned to submit to God's will. Through silence, trust, and unconditional acceptance, Saint Joseph reached the pinnacle of perfect love, serving as a model for us in discovering the boundaries